Hello and welcome to Matt's Mosh Pit, and tonight I'm going to be checking out Viimeinen Mammutti by Hevisaurus. But before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you've shown me and my channel so far. It truly means a lot, and I could not do this without you. So folks, Hevisaurus, I did a reaction to them recently, and I loved the song. It was so cool to see, the various, Finnish metal artists in the song. And from what I found out from you guys, that was more of a one-off because it was a celebratory, I think, 100th song or some kind of an anniversary. And so there is a normal, I'd say, a main Finnish band that does do Hevisaurus. So it's not Marco Hietala every single time or Nora from Battle Beast. And so that's super cool with me. And you guys were so great in sharing your stories where, it was a lot of, people's kids' first concert and stuff like that. And the one song that came up quite a bit was this song, Viimeinen Mammutti, and from what I understand, it means like the last mammoth, and it's apparently a tearjerker of a song. I was told that, they played it live and not a dry eye was in the house kind of thing, which is very weird because it's like a kid's band, and it's like, do you really want everybody crying, or was it just powerful and emotional? I really don't know. And so I don't know if that's a good thing, bad thing, or what. But anyway, this song definitely came up quite a few times. And so I figured I would check it out. The only problem that I have is I looked at the original video, and that's what I'm going to actually be playing today. But I couldn't find a version with subtitles. So you guys know I don't speak Finnish, so I'm sure a lot of this might go over my head, but I really wanted to just get the music down because I do really, really appreciate songs when they're sung in the native language, and so that alone is great for me. I'm sure the words would be great, but I would say the majority of the reactions that I do, they're all first-time reactions. So I really, in a lot of cases, don't even know the words. Even when they're singing in English, a lot of it is like, harsher vocals and stuff like that. So I don't really know the words on most of these videos. So I figured that might not be a bad thing, but it's something that I will go back and check out the lyrics afterwards. I just didn't want to do it ahead of time because, it might skew the actual song for me, and it might mess it up. So that's why I figured I want to go into this as blind as I can possibly go in. Once again, somebody translated it, like I said, I believe the song means last mammoth. And since they're kind of like a dinosaur band, I'm assuming it's a sad song because it's maybe around the times that, the dinosaurs went extinct. So I'm going to kind of assume that going into it. I really just wanted to check out the original video and see how it goes. So this is Viimeinen Mammutti by Hevisaurus.
Hiukset pitkät harjailee, kärsän vielä niistelee. Ja syöksyhampaakin pesaisee. Päälle kylmän routajään painaa suuren pään. Ja hällän oikaisee.
aika mennä nukkumaan.
I swear. I'm clearly not a child. I would totally go see them live if they came to my area. Like if they came to my area like tomorrow, I'm there. Like I love this. Like I can't stress enough how much I wish that I knew that this band existed when, my son was of, the age where he would have, appreciated it more probably. I got stuck with, the Wiggles, and no offense to the Wiggles, they were perfectly fine, but I personally would have much rather had Hevisaurus as available to me when my son was that age. So I just, wow, like I love this, and I have no idea what he's saying. I'm assuming it's something sad, but it's just, it's fantastic. I love it.
On aika mennä nukkumaan. Hyvää yötä, viimeinen mammutti. Sinut vielä muistetaan. Hyvää yötä, viimeinen mammutti. Hyvää yötä, viimeinen mammutti. On aika mennä nukkumaan. Aika mennä nukkumaan. Hyvää yötä, viimeinen mammutti. Viimeinen mammutti. Sinut vielä muistetaan.
Well, there you have it, folks. That was Viimeinen Mammutti by Hevisaurus. And it's so great knowing that this band is out there. As I mentioned before, I'm kind of mad that I didn't know about them prior, because it probably would have changed, I like to think that it would change my son's outlook on music. He loves music, don't get me wrong, but our styles are very, very different, which is not a bad thing because I actually do listen to a lot of different styles of music. This is just my preferred. And so it would be really, really cool if, we shared that common preference, for lack of better terms, but, and maybe Hevisaurus would have had something to do with it. That's all I can say. But anyway, I just love knowing that they're out there. And I would absolutely go see them if they were coming to my area. And I don't even know if they still tour. Actually, I guess they do still tour because somebody had said in the comments that they played Tuska a couple of years ago. So I think they're still going on. But I love it. I think it's fantastic. And now I get to go back and check out the lyrics, and it'll probably make it a lot more emotional, but the music alone was fantastic. So, I'm going to have to go out and buy some Hevisaurus albums now that I think about it. Like, granted, I won't know what they're saying, but hey, if it sounds good, that's all that matters. I can just see myself jamming to Hevisaurus on my, in my car, just on the way to doing anything. And, people might go, hey, what is that? Kids band from Finland. Boom. But anyway, I loved it, folks. Let me know your thoughts. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.